back to justice for Heinz-Harald Frentzen in Formula 1 99, and round 8 brings us to the ever-brilliant Silverstone for the 1999 British Grand Prix. And the moment has finally arrived. We all knew it was coming. There's no point beating around the bush, let's just address it straight away. This was, of course, the race Damon Hill led a Grand Prix for the last time in his career. I know, it's sad times, but hopefully that's a good omen for today, that Hill can keep scoring points as we are trying to keep Jordan very much in the Constructors' title fight and maybe win a Constructors' title for the first time in doing one of these playthroughs. In the real qualifying, normal service was somewhat resumed, with Mika Hakkinen taking pole by 0.4 of a second from Michael Schumacher, McLaren and Ferrari occupying the top 4 spots. However, Jordan would cover off the rest of the top 6, shuffling out regular Rubens Barrichello down to 7th. Frentzen out-qualifying teammate Hill by 0.1 of a second. Now, as you may have spotted, it was raining in practice, but the forecast has been kind to us, as that was the only rain forecast for the weekend, just cloudy from now on. But an interesting temperature change in that for some reason Saturday is just 10 degrees colder than the rest of the weekend. And that did stand out to me as a bit weird, but considering the weather we're getting right now, that's actually quite realistic. So, you know what, fair play.
This is one of the highlights of the Formula One calendar. The incredible atmosphere helped by the enthusiastic home fans. The mixture of fast and slow corners makes car setup difficult to get right.
Okay, let's get ourselves into... yeah, 13 seems about right. It has remained cloudy. So it's Irvine ahead of Coulthard and Hakkinen, then Schumacher, Hill in 5th, which is promising, ahead of Johnny Herbert, who is a bit higher than I would say usual, ahead of Schumacher, the other Schumacher, and Barrichello. Zanardi up in 9th. I like it, but we all know how it's going to shake out, probably. Now, this video was recorded quite a while ago, before the passing of Alex Zanardi. Now, in the event of his death, a lot of quotes and things that he said have been recirculated, and there's one that's really stuck with me. It's stuck with a lot of people, and has been very useful to me recently as things have been quite difficult. And it is, the most powerful engine you have is your passion. My first opponent would always be Alex Zanardi. If I could beat some of the other opponents, even better. It's an inspirational quote by itself, but when you consider what he overcame to achieve the things he did, it's remarkable. Rest in peace, Alex. You will be sorely, sorely missed. Much like Manicourt, once you get into it, it's such a fun circuit to lap. Really satisfying when you get it right. I feel confident. I'm going for pole. I have to. I feel like we're getting into that zone again where it's not unreasonable. I should be aiming for pole every time at the minute. Which, again, that level of confidence immediately makes me shaky, but I think we got it. And right from the first full flying lap, it was immediately full send. Oh my... Whoa! It's close to the wall. Now, the first lap had a few mistakes in it. The second one was a lot better. Or so I thought. Quite perplexed at how far off I was. The lap after that, though, even better. And yet, confusion reigned. I don't understand how I'm so far off. I'm actually really confused. Like, I feel like my laps have been terrible. There have been some mistakes, but I feel like I shouldn't be last. Oh no, don't you... You need to off, mate. Okay, track is very busy now. I'm in trouble. I don't understand how I'm so off the pace. So as we come to the halfway point of my allotted laps, let's go for a flying lap Into turn 1, Cops. At the start, I was shifting down a gear, but actually you can take it in 6th gear, get close to the inside and carry that speed all the way down to Maggots and Beckett's. First part of the complex, again, stay in 6th gear, then shift down to 4th on exit. In fact, this time 3rd, I scrubbed off maybe a little bit more speed than I would have liked. Approaching a Benetton, we know they're going to swerve, but stay the course, we can get past, and we head down to Stowe Corner. Again, just down 1 gear, you can carry a lot of momentum and speed through. Very satisfying to lap again. Just very satisfying to hot lap in this game generally, I think, because of the way the cars handle. I'm going a little bit deep on the brakes into Vale and Club, but work our way up through the gears, and it's full speed down towards Abbey. This one I kept, again, maybe over-egging the braking point a little bit, but here, tucked in nicely to the inside, past another Benetton down to Farm Straight, and then it's flat out through Bridge. Now, as we come into the final complex of Priory, Brooklands and Luffield, I'm already aware that Irvine is in 1 minute 17, 1 minute 18, which means, despite that being a clean lap, nothing doing. Like, that felt like a really good lap, and I am nowhere near. We're up to 19th. What have I done? Is there something in the setup that I've done that's just really wrong? Have I gone out with, like, the wrong tyres or something? Are those the wet tyres? No, surely not. Have I got time to go in? This is the... Oh. Okay. Right. Oh my god, we do. We've got the wet softs on. From practice. Dry softs. No, I'm going with that. That's fine. Come on. I really hope I have the time to get round and just start one more flying lap. It's going to be so close. How did I not spot that? Because obviously I did some wet running in practice and then I've skipped to qualifying. It's clearly just kept those tyres on. I thought it would have changed at the start of the session based on what the weather was, you know, when the session began. But obviously not. And there we can see the groove tyres. Ah. Of course. Of course. It's a tactical nightmare. Right on, as soon as I get the tiniest bit of confidence that I'm definitely going to get pole, something happens. In real life, this was of course the race where Michael Schumacher would have brake failure coming into Stowe Corner, go straight on and have a very heavy impact, which would break his right leg and cause him to miss the next 6 rounds of the championship, effectively taking him out of the title fight. Now, main rival Hakkinen failed to capitalise, at least on the day, as he had some issues with his left rear tyre, forcing him to retire. Boo, boo, boo! David Coulthard would take a home win, his first of 1999, after jumping Eddie Irvine in the pit stops. Heinz-Harald Frentzen would just miss out on a podium narrowly, also due to pit stops. He had delay when he was being stopped, and Ralf Schumacher jumped him. Frentzen tried really hard to repass Schumacher on the road, but just couldn't get it done, and they would cross the line just 0.3 of a second apart. Okay, let's see how they line up. So Irvine is on pole, just ahead of real-life winner David Coulthard. Michael Schumacher's third, ahead of Hakkinen. Hill is 5th, that's solid, but the ever-present Ralf Schumacher is alongside. That's solid stuff from Zanardi. It would just be nice to see things get mixed up a little bit. I want to see Barrichello in the points at least. Both the Stewarts, though, having a strong qualifying.
19th will be Heinz-Harald Frentzen.
Damn. So here's the thing. Genuinely, over 10 laps, I think it's still possible to win from here. But my target is going to be, let's see if we can do what Frentzen couldn't on the day. and at least get on the podium. That would be a nice challenge. I still think we could win. I generally do still think we could win. And Hakkinen, of course, is our main rival at the moment. And he's only in 4th. Honestly, I'm not concerned. Whatever happens, I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Here we go. The revs are up. We wait for the lights. And we go at Silverstone. And we do go well. I just don't think you can have a pretty good launch on this game. Like, how are we getting out dragged by an arrows into turn 1? I don't think there was anything particularly wrong.
I think those two cars may have touched just
That can't be a deliberate thing they programmed in, where you're close behind a car and all of a sudden they just snap back into you. That's mental. We saw it with Hakkinen in Canada, and we are being held up by the arrows. It's a poor start indeed. I do hope we've got the pace now we have the right tyres on. Which actually, yeah, we do have the right tyres on, but we do have a damaged front wing. So let's keep an eye on that. So Irvine leads from Coulthard. In fact, I was going to say what the top 6 is, but actually, the top 6 from the start grid are the top 6 in the race at the moment. But good that Damon Hill is up there. Big queue of cars ahead. Oh, and some debris on the road there. I mean, these guys are scrapping. Badoa doesn't know the phrase of, oh, this isn't my race. No, every race is Luca Badoa's race. Obviously, we lost a lot of time in the early stages in Montreal, getting caught up in madness. And I'm just going to be patient and try and move forward and pick ourselves up slowly but surely. Coulthard into the lead of the race though. He's had a pretty poor start to this season, kind of like he did in the real one. So may he recreate his win. Hakkinen is the fastest man though. On track right now. Oh my god, look, I don't know how that... Murderous. Chill. Just chill it right down. Oof. Hang it round the outside of Stowe. Decent exit from Vale. And this is good progress so far. Got Stewart just ahead, which has dropped down the order a little bit. That's caught us out. Zanardi going backwards as well. Ooh. We get between the Stewart and the Williams. Michael Schumacher's dropped back a place. Hill stays 5th. We're around the outside of Copse. And that was very nice indeed. And we just got back into 2nd in the Constructors. And we're closing the gap to Ferrari up at the top. So the fact that I'm out of the picture at the moment, we need a double points finish, and there's a chance for one today.
He's trying to outbrake Jean Alesi.
Caught watching the rear of Alesi there a little bit.
He's absolutely around this circuit.
I'm trying to give him a wide berth, but even though it's a wide circuit, that was a little bit too wide. Again, another good exit. Exit speed seems to be the thing. And we approach a BAR. Oof. Thought about sending it to the inside. Wasn't bold enough.
And that could really blow the race wide open.
Oh, I got excited for a moment then that Hill was up and Barrichello was in the top 6, but Michael Schumacher's disappeared from the standings, which on this particular race seems slightly distasteful, but it's that glitch that we discovered in Monaco. I think it was discussed in the comments that if 2 cars cross the start-finish line at the same time, or very close to the same time, one of them just disappears. So chances are Schumacher is still knocking about in probably 3rd or 4th maybe. In fact, we can see, because incredibly I think we've caught up with the lead train of cars. And it is on. See, there is Barrichello in 7th. Confirmation of that theory. Oh, a little bit deep there. Let's get the run out. Beautiful. Oh, but Hill's been shuffled down the order. And annoyingly, I'm going to try and overtake Damon Hill. Oh, and we have contact.
Was that a bit of a nudge?
I've just taken Hill out the points. Come on, Damon. Come with me. Please. There you are. Come on. Come on. Together. We attack together. Damon. There's a pedal on the right-hand side. Just absolutely mash the foot, yeah? Ferraris are fighting each other. The McLarens are fighting each other. And of course, as sure as night follows day, we have Ralf Schumacher. Damon is with us. And I am going to just... Oh, I was going to try and be a bit cheeky in slowing him down there, but he's not slacking. And I just decided, well, no. I'm not getting held up by you.
This could very well end in tears.
Don't say that, Murray. We've done so well. We have 3 laps to go. Coulthard still leading from Hakkinen. It's a great recovery from Hakkinen. I shouldn't really around here and take for granted that we're back up here and we can claim what would be an incredible victory. Oh, they're getting more aggressive the further up the field you go in terms of the blocks. And Damon's not with us, right? I can't worry about Damon anymore. Oh, he's done the old switcheroo with elbows. I feel like that was fine. I feel like he's just trying to force us out of road a bit late. Let's get the exit. Let's get the exit.
He's having a look at Michael Schumacher.
Oh,
Yes, he's going
we do.
for it.
We're past Michael.
This is the penultimate lap.
We all saw that, right? Oh, no. Oh, the front wing is gone. And yeah, there's no way we're keeping up with them. We'll have to take the meatball flag and get it replaced. The thing is, I feel like at this point in the race, staying out is probably about the same as coming in. We're going to lose time if we stay out and we'll drop a few places. But looking at the track map, if we go in, we'll probably lose the same amount of places if we just replace the wing anyway. Let's do a pit stop. Sod it. Let's do...
The final lap. I'm so cautious about saying anything about him that I hardly dare say anything at all about him.
It's too late, Murray.
All is very unforgiving.
In we go. This is fine. Just going to wait. Yep, so we'll wait for the wing to be replaced. We've got a few cars coming through the final corners now. We're down to 11th. Oh, we might lose out a few more places. Staying out might have probably been better. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And we rejoin in 18th. We rejoin one place ahead of where we started. Fantastic. For pride, let's try and gain as many places back as we can. Sod off, guys. Just sod off. Oh, God, deep.
The checkered flag. There's the winner.
Oh, bloody hell, and Irvine, who took pole and dropped to third, has managed to recover and win. Be interesting to see how the top six has reordered itself. Oh my God. In the meantime, I'm battling with a Prost. Oh.
He's going for it now.
Well, unlucky for some. It was unlucky for us. We will cross the line in 13th. We nearly end up taking 12th, but it is 13th place. And someone investigate Eddie Irvine immediately. It's incredibly close in that top four. It's Irvine, from Hakkinen, from Michael Schumacher, from David Coulthard. Coulthard, who looked like he was going to win that race for the longest period, has dropped. Great work from Hill to finish where he started, in 5th, ahead, of course, of Ralf Schumacher. Why was Eddie Irvine slowing down so rapidly on a full throttle section? I would like to get him to comment. I want to know. Absolute joker. Very full results once again. Even with us not there, Rubens Barrichello, 7th. Just cannot seem to break in. Ahead of Jacques Villeneuve and Jean Lacey. Zanardi dropping to 11th. So it is a slight let-off in the title though. The gap is down to 12 points, so we're still over a race win clear of Mika Hakkinen. Eddie Irvine though, in his win, he is right up with Hakkinen now. And he's only 13 points behind us, so he is now a factor. Michael Schumacher, 4th, about to disappear for 6 races. David Coulthard, 5th, inconsistent, too far back. So, we've still very much got the edge despite that result, but it is probably just a 3-way fight at the moment. It's a rough day though in terms of the constructors. I keep saying, oh, we need Hill to help us and help us get the extra little points to get us over the line. But if we're not there, we then fall really behind because, you know, Hill's best result, 5th, we need to be helping the wins. Up next, will it be more pure cinema? Because we're heading to Spielberg. It's the Austrian Grand Prix. Yeah, I know that it's Scorsese and it's absolute cinema. But Spielberg is... Explaining it doesn't help. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Let's just make sure we don't get reeled in by Hakkinen and Irvine. And let's get Jordan back in the mix for the constructors. Simple as that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.